Thanks for being here. I think it means a to us as 5 boys who grew up doing the same thing we did. Like after school, going to dance, competing. Just means a lot. It makes me want to cry. It's like so much. I love dancing a lot. I've looked up to a lot of you a lot. Like I know pretty much who all of you are. So it's just a real blessing being singing to you guys. Let's make something great.
As a dancer, growing up, you learn a lot of work ethic, and I think that's something that you really need when you're going into the industry. The work ethic that comes with being a dancer is kind of unmatched in that sense. Like a lot of dancers I know, they work hard, and it teaches you resilience and respect.
If we're trying to attack the dance world the way we're trying to, you need somebody that is respected from all avenues of dance, whether that's community dance, whether that's competition and convention world. Like everyone knows who Tabitha and Napoleon are, so I think having Tabitha on our side gives us a bit more credibility.
What was Tabitha and Napoleon staying at that gave them this inspiration?
What first drew me to saying yes to want to work with Full Circle Boys was really just their background, their DNA. Their DNA was the same as mine. They come from the dance community, and it's about community. So it was really refreshing and exciting to see someone from dance trying to transition instead of a singer trying to transition into dance, which is all too often the way it is. My husband and I have been friends with Keone and Maui for quite a long time, and it's kind of full circle how this is all coming together. I discovered Keone and Maui, 15 years ago at a showcase where they were dancing with Choreo cookies. So as executive producer, I had to try to find someone that would just like jump on board, fall in love with these guys like I did, and offer them like creative vision, artistic vision, great choreography, like the full package. And that was Keone Madrid.
For me, having worked in the industry for a long time, over 2 decades, a lot of that as a choreographer, and more recently transitioning into directing, and directing much more in the last 5 years or so.
Watch out when you get 10, come on.
Working with Keone and Maui, they definitely take everything to the next level. The level of detail they take for their choreography, the cinematography, it's not just one thing. They're not just choreographers, they're not just directors, they're not just creatives. They're all of the above, and they have excellence in everything.
We were rehearsing most of the time outside in a park, so we had just open space, which we were outside in open space for the actual thing, so it was very helpful not just to not be limited by a building, but also to get used to the terrain, being uneven and all the things. And it was just really nice. It was just perfect weather.
For M80, we brought on a group called Choreo Cookies, a dance team that I used to dance on, and I really made a name for myself with them as a dance team. And I think we were known for creating narrative, theatrical competition pieces that were not only dance-oriented, but they were storytelling-oriented. To lean into the boys and their dance community roots and bring my roots into this group.
I did not expect us to be dancing with dancers in a video this early in our careers, which is crazy. And especially Choreo Cookies, like that's crazy. Choreo Cookies, I have to give it all to them. They're such great people, and I feel like we really formed a connection over the past week.
But it was just a natural fit with us and the Cookies and Keone. It was a perfect, like, these are people from the dance community, you know? It's like no other, it's not anything different about us. Like, we just literally jumped in and it felt like we were already friends, you know?
But I think overall, like, this music video feels unique in its own way because, again, like, we're getting to connect with Keone Mari with like Cookies, and that feels very full circle. I think even the boys, like getting to know them, working with them, it doesn't feel separated, like they're the artists and we're just the dancers. It just feels like a group of artists. And I don't think you get to encounter that a lot in this industry or in this space.
Whoa. Definitely trying new things. M80, the song, is definitely the exact sonic direction we want to go at. I think it's just a great song. It's high energy. The vocal delivery is there. The writers and producers, Jack Newsom and Grant Kanoki, are top notch.
M80 is definitely like unique. Keone told us that it was going to be very dance driven.
Keone was able to find such a deeper meaning behind this song than what we could have imagined.
Because the song just talks about like being in a toxic relationship, but he added that like brotherly bond and like showing up for the people that you care for the most.
Finding your way back to the people that you do love and you don't need that toxic love in your life because you already had all the love you ever needed in the people around you. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah.
We are on the set of Full Circle Boys M80. Let's go.
It's looking really beautiful, so thank you all so much. And let's have an amazing shoot. Keep the energy up. I know you will. Let's do this, yeah?
Shoot day for M80 was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. We were so prepared and it just felt right. I mean, we'd been dancing in the blazing sun for the whole week, so out in Lancaster in open air was nothing different for us.
Leaning into the idea that one of us is in a predicament or a situation where we're with a significant other and, you know, is kind of pulling us away, but at the end of the day, we're all right behind you and we're like, dude, we love you. And we're gonna let you decide what you wanna do, but we're gonna be here for you. And we're not gonna like force you to do anything, but we're here for you. And I think it was really special that we could lean into that and show the world that.
Wow, that is crazy looking.
This happens in every shoot. There's always something that you don't plan for that ends up getting in the way. So for this particular shoot, it was the wigs.
Don't mind doing a quick wig check, like just making sure it feels secure so we can get ahead of the bobby pins if we need to.
Whew, those wigs and the masks were very hard to deal with for the dancers. I mean, basically you were dancing with your eyes closed.
The wigs are awesome. They keep on falling off though.
All of us. Yeah, I mean, this wind is blowing everywhere.
Have we learned nothing about the desert? The wind is always our enemy.
So battling with those elements, I know it took a second for the dancers to adjust, but so grateful for Choreo Cookies to just get down and like what's best for the creative.
You dreamt of this day.
I just feel
Lock it in.
super good on set. All the dancers as well. And we're doing like crazy stuff. I think I got like dragged across the ground on a carpet. I don't think if we had all the days of rehearsal, it wouldn't have looked as good or been as safe.
Seeing Keone in the whole suit with the wig and everything, oh, that's great. I just love seeing him there and like in the process.
And then we pull apart on So Bright. And when you pull apart, okay, great. So when you pull apart here, guys, don't think like you're going to a formation. Just literally pull them apart and we'll leave the frame empty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jack Newsome.
What's up?
The writer of this beautiful song. And who else wrote this song? We want to let him know.
It was me and Grant Kanoki, and we could not be more stoked. These guys are slaying and killing on this song. I'm so excited to see this. Grant is melody king. Yes. I'm in there and usually I'm kind of like throwing lyrics and he's like, I don't like that, I like that, I don't like that.
Oh, cool.
I think the across the floor, like the travel part was really fun because the terrain was really, it wasn't flat, but it was just kind of figuring out like how to still make it happen, and we all made it happen, and I think it's gonna look great.
One of my favorite highlights was the last scene we filmed. The sun had already gone down and we were filming the second verse. That section was really cool, and not to mention the whole light thing going on. The props and the way that the whole movement, it just felt very seamless.
I'm so close to closure, I don't wanna leave. You can only give me something I can't keep. I'm in too deep, so stay away. Don't take me serious if you say you know we're dangerous.
You do multiple takes, everyone's looking at you like, did we get it? Are we able to move on? You know, for this unique experience, you know, me holding the camera, I don't get to have that, you know, complete sort of top level view of everything. I do get a view and I get a sense of when we got it, but it's sometimes hard to tell. So I rely on my collaborators, my DP, Mari, our AD, you know, just different people who I trust to be like, hey, did we get it? You know, do you feel good about this one before we move on? And I always ask that. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, we gotta go. But most of the time I'm like, hey, do you feel good about this? Can we move on? Okay, cool. But if there's a hesitancy, I can tell.
Come on.
Crazy.
I mean,
Wow. Hey, I can do
Are
it.
you happy with it?
I'm just saying.
Dude, is the end okay?
let's go one more just in case. One more just to do it.
Okay.
One more to do it.
Ready, cut. And that's a wrap!
Great job, everybody! Here we go, and tick. One thing that I find really special about this is that I know we've been saying it, but it's truly dance community driven. And that's super rare to find in any circle, let alone a music group. And, you know, I think in the past we've seen music artists come from the dance community and they do really freaking well. And I think these boys are next. They do. I believe in them, and most importantly, it's because they have good hearts and cookies. I know we're throwing all the flowers that you guys do, and we love you guys to death. But I wouldn't ask you guys to do this unless I thought their hearts could match yours.
You're dancing in those somewhere?
Oh yeah.
What are those, bro?
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Sean let the dogs out.